walking down toward the distillery in Hebrides, and our boat is over there somewhere, but they said we're going to walk up to the Isle of Harris. I guess that's what we're on. Up there you can maybe see it, Isle of Harris Distillery. So I don't know if we're supposed to stop here or keep on going, because this is the ferry port. I think when we're going to do a ferry on another day here. But oh, there's our boat over there. The blue one, I think, is Psi 212, and it does have a little cabin inside. And we're going down to our boat. It's down there. So we're going to be going out to sea here pretty soon.
We're sitting in that toolbox for long enough so they're not quite sure where they picked it up.
So a story is at some point. Then someone saw it and they just twisted it, but look what it is.
Yeah, amazing.
We got decent fighters even.
Yes, yeah. Here, right here.
Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Right there, right there. It's going to come up again. There it is, there it is. Oh, it's riding right on the bow. I mean, like right, woo! There it is.
So there's two birds to the right of it, and it's really shaggy with lots of green lichen. So it's this bit that's sort of sticking out like a wall. We're almost directly opposite it, and it's going off at a slight angle to the left. And if you've got your binoculars, you can see there's a bird on its back. I think these are both the youngsters.
Okay, we got off the main boat on a little small boat, and we're up here to see some more birds. Up here, I gotta watch my step as I walk over here. And there's lots of birds here. Lots of birds. I don't know if I'll be able to get some close up here, but we'll see. As you can see, there's tons of birds flying overhead that you should be able to pick them up on the camera. They're flying right over me here, all over the place. These are right up here on the shoreline. So all kinds of birds here. Lots of birds flying around. And as we come down, we're on this beach. There's our boat out there. We came over in a little small Zodiac. We're on this very rocky beach here, if you can call it a beach. It's very small indeed. You willing him to fly? Well, I wanted to get this guy over here. Oh, I see it flew away. Okay. More birds. Actually going over to that house off in the distance that you see right about over there somewhere is the house that we're going to here. And there's our trusty boat out there that we did a mini Zodiac coming in, and we're going to check this out now. Okay, today is June the 10th, 2019. We're making our way along the path here. Picking them up, putting them down, watching where I'm going, and headed up there. Here's the pathway here. Nobody on this little island except us. We'll see what this old house is up here. Okay, we got some kind of an enclosure here. I don't know what this is. Looks like they're able to cut some peat in there. That's what that looks like. And maybe that's where they stored their peat to dry it out. I'm not sure.
These were previously owned by, what was it, the MacLeods? Yeah, the MacLeods of Skye. Sold to a man called Compton Mackenzie, who's a famous author. He bought them in 1925 and then sold them in 1935. Someone else owned them for 2 years, and then a man called Nigel Nicholson, he bought them in 1937. Now his son, when his son was 21, he inherited the islands, a man called Adam Nicholson, and when his son was 21, he inherited the islands. So there's a very lovely book called Sea Room that's written all about the islands, the history of the islands. It's sort of the only history of the Shiants that's ever been written. Adam Nicholson, his grandmother was part of the Bloomsbury set, so he's all kind of all very literary. So this was the old shepherd's house the Campbell family used to live in. There was 8 of the Campbell family, and they finally left the Shiants in 1902, so that was the last time it was permanently inhabited.
We're going inside here, little low ceiling, quite cozy in here, all kinds of stuff, a plethora of stuff. We got a table, we got a tea sitting here, maybe that was one of the fairies had the tea there. We got a stove, fireplace with some triple cask empty bottles for some scotch.
You're already settling into it.
That's right, we got some stuff left on the table for us here.
Yeah.
They got some glasses there. I think that's an invite. You got glasses there and stuff here.
What's the date?
I think
It's
we got canned goods. It's the 10th. We got books to read, hangers, Woody. Well, I'm out behind that little house here, and it looks like they have a water collection system that collects rainwater from the roof and channels it all into that tank. But if we come out here, well, look, you see a bunch of sheep over there grazing. A lot of times, especially in the old days, farmers used to take their sheep to an uninhabited island and let them stay there for most of the year because there's grass, and as long as there's water, they can eat all that grass and get fattened up and then bring them back in the wintertime, I guess. So yeah, looking back here, there is a plot over this hill. I don't know if this is for another foundation or what this is back here, but I doubt it could be a garden. But a couple stakes in the ground, and maybe it was an archaeological dig or something, but I don't know. Here's some other people from another boat or something coming over. So we have visitors here. Okay. We have some little flowers growing here too, right down here on the beach. It's pretty nice. Right down here. Come back here, and here's where we are here on this beach. And we'll do a little pan here. Once again, June 10th, 2019, Scotland. Not quite sure the name of this island, but in the narrative we had earlier, he told us about this place, and I can look it up on the internet and maybe find out some information and put it down the bottom here, I hope. So we'll have to see. But there's that house, and I think it's open to people to stay in because there's some beds and lots of food and stuff, and some backpacks in there with some camera equipment. So those people are probably staying in there and hiking around, and you just don't bother someone else's stuff. And like I said, there's sheep over there on that other section, and I'm back down here by the rocks. And it's pretty nice. Didn't get any rain today, so that worked out good. Not too cold, not windy. What more could you ask for?
I'll go and see, I'll go and find out, is she still there?
Everybody has to climb down the hill now, and we have to watch our step here because we're not sheep or goats, we're humans, so we might fall. So okay, my turn next. Turn off the camera. Now we're going back onto the boat. I think back into town. I kind of think a little rocky here. It's kind of tough picking them up and putting them down on all these rocks that are moving here. So you have to take ginger steps here, because the footing is not real solid and flat here. So just keep going down here on the beach. And I found this on my GPS, so hopefully I can put the name down at the bottom here later on so you know where this is here. But it's actually two islands that are kind of joined over the years with all these rocks that are washed up. When the weather is bad, the waves actually crash over here. It used to be two separate, but now kind of joined into one here. Ah, here's a dead bird here. Seen better days. I don't know what that is, but still a little bit of wings left on there. But so is nature. That's the way it works. Okay.
Cool pro there.
You enjoy that wee walk?
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely.
We'll have snacks and coffee and tea. So being prepped for us right now here. Super hot, super nice. Steam coming off, as you can see there. So that makes it most excellent.
Oh, look at this. Look at this leg of it.
Okay, we're coming back into the dock, and there's the ferry that we're going to take tomorrow. I don't know if this was the same one that we took the other day, but we're at a different place now anyhow here. So there's the ferry. And coming back into our dock here. That's where we got on the boat out there. So, okay, mission accomplished here. Didn't lose anybody.